But this is the way to go in terms of ensuring say you embrace technology.
Okay.
But you see, fa sloganeering, fa brancrofo. Now at the end of the day, you jaguho. Awa nkasa ebobo Nsroma bi omo a pilot and mention smart schools.
Yeah.
Now, on Kasan can say, yes, on BC 100. You see, as we speak, now, I say a better time to me about 4 per submission of mine. 4 na minimum say, wabo or more pilots those schools are smart schools. Now, as to what I say smart schools, no, almost seen for because in the submission, that's what I deduced. So, most see schools for smart schools.
Hold on, Kafra. Wow.
Yes, so me say yes senior high school nko a STEM secondary schools mako 11
e can smart in we can exactly now all can
exactly
okay,
but primary school yes say you basic primary JSS mako 100 30 e be ready within this year and I make say me
na 17 abada ben
o say you egusu but make say 30 e be ready
na December you be kwa koto about say yeguso someone can say 100 so 100 no obi e be expect say before 7th December no the 100 will be in place.
Yes see senior high schools now free primary JSS now obi wuram mako 11 across the country.
Okay.
And na yes junior high schools no mako 100.
Okay.
Ya ye baako e wo bosontwe asese omo ho a omo sua de.
All right.
Science lab mako nsia shem.
Okay.
Me important uko dwabia.
I just wanted you to give him the clarification.
So 30 be ready this year. The aka no so be ready after.
Thank you.
Yes.
Of our fair uncle clarify. Yes, of fire.
I would have loved say omo STEM no mo shas would have been the game changer. And rather no
until the can STEM no can ni na can na smart schools
and AC.
Yes, I met here pa ba
and I mean here.
Ebi a with the way I would here say men kasa won here.
Okay.
Na me so with the way I met here.
Enya me enti.
You see smart school na omodi abe boom smart. Anyway, it says you are a smart government. Because you said
smart.
That's
true. To implement free senior high school, you need smartness.
You do smart borrowing. Everything smart. No idea be dry. And na mo catch and say, mo making sure say schools, secondary schools, you know, that is what you said, be connected to Wi-Fi.
Yes.
As we speak, we say about 700.
Over 700.
Over 700.
Yes.
Uba code deep down, na entesa.
Oh, don't be that.
And do now call ye dear.
Okay, into your fan set is last year. STEM schools now or say must 11
yes.
Sorry I make a major the last time I call it.
Me mom
the Catholic standard.
Okay.
Now more editorial. Almost say education minister. Explain why 2 of the 7 STEM schools are in your constituency. Yes. And almost say the attention of the Catholic standard has been drawn in an anomaly in the allocation of national resources in the education sector.
If I wait, would be before for neighbor school ni wo ho, but as a ya ye fans akwa and different issue now the Bible
sister we mo 7 no mo ka ono
11 7 9 mo si no me nu ewo education minister in Catholic standard say omra me chirechirem die ntia national cake ye cha 7 penny ya sha ase no mienu akopie na kache maintain chirechiremu no mum. I
see.
But you see sister
yes so far
anka me bibia enye entochima wo say e ba akoche 1.3 million laptops omo ache bi da ehun sunsanso no eye sunsanso a enye kura. And we have evidence to the fact say schools nkrofo ede che omokropom majority no enye bi wankasa kropo waka and ye nyina ni musema say teachers no kropo complain say omode no mka say omode be bro no up to date omonsan kai you sense nya controversy over the fact say teachers had to pay some token or so called to receive the laptops. Some claim they paid but they never received it. No. Did they receive it? In fact, I remember very well say even the sourcing for the laptops no na akwai buachi minister ata na owura na pona na education minister. You discussing sasem we are. So see a mo san fa another one about mo check 1.3 million laptops. Womre kura nka mo invest as can was STEM ni mo anka ebi ebeboy with 9 months to go into election. In normal bono, you may want to believe say it will help your campaign. But one here a collapsible campaign move because I find it difficult say at this material moment buying need that campaign so no they will dole out monies to procure one per per lunch I give it out
30 senior high schools.
And they receive how many each?
Every school, everyone will get. In the 30 senior high schools now here piloting, every student will get.
And you know the number of schools we have in this country. Will you be able to supply all these things by the end of your tenure of office?
Not tenure, just within months on Betcha because it's ready.
All the schools, you are mentioning 30.
Yes.
We are looking at the totality of the schools.
I'm saying that, and I'm saying, Enrano, your lunch even before the lunch, we have distributed to 30 schools.
30
Omanya ansana ye kura lunch.
Matthias, no per se be a 30 school in a population of saying.
Yes.
In
I
have not.
Yes,
I don't
have. Right, okay. I'm saying say a very difficult say within this short period no would me as service all the schools per the promise you have given us. Until more year be I am advising say be measured in how we can say okay all the regions no you choose schools so and so much until the laptops no alcohol but the whole thing I say is the laptop needed at this material moment
a tablet
tablet no is it needed at this material moment? What's it textbooks now are embedded in it. You see the student of today, and don't forget the Wi-Fi are now most more connecting the cost of data in this country whose situations are buying schools, hospitals, they are finding difficulty in paying their bills. This Wi-Fi thing you are talking about, it means I buy a battery if it is connected to the schools.
Yeah, it's part of the cost.
Yes, so we know a buying situation when it comes to fulfilling such obligations in terms of say, baby, I say, I buy the tree electricity, baby, I say, I buy the tree certain cost. Problems.
Nita is doing that. Nita is connected.
Well, but STEM, sister, yes, 1 point something million. You buy become one same BM.
STEM being 1 point something. Smart tablet. Smart school tablet 1.3 million.
1.3 million plus 100 of smart schools. Say 20 kuramonye.
You understand? By the end of the year, no my 30.
Yeah.
Inti when I more 70 na can.
But you go so because and at various stages of completion today.
You see,
say there no man poswa pentia bibia but
yes,
so you cannot
thank you. Yes. Thank you now like
me conclude no card you betumi are and family na share one na afede ade no propugu won krofo and I'm saying say they should channel that energy into the STEM because the STEM
is rather not too late. The normal shall say we.
Well, you are right. As time goes on, we'll come and discuss it here.
Again. Say it is possible. Say they can watch it. I'm
not saying it is impossible. I'm not saying it is impossible. I am saying you could have channeled it somewhere. Thank
you. Alaji Enko.
Niedi kan yede ncha sombu ebema ahwefo na mas kan so aksania menua no eka ye no say indeed obia gitumu say esefata say ye bibi sonko in order to ensure say yen so ebetumi a compete internationally with the product wo mo free yen sukura ya wono wagana ha na obia nso agya to mu se ene kwan a ye de kira ade ade bibia no ya abevu kwan a esefata se yen so yenya bi yen as an NDC political party ye foaso se aban embo ne hombode na abevu kwan no ye ma school ade kyerɛ ne bibia no emfa so ye mfoa so keke ye sanso tu anamon embra na ye wo aban mu a obi anim ye one student one laptop, one teacher one laptop initiative a ye nyina ye ya obi ehu ye wo mu say ye obi anenyan na esanso fata say ye be magana fo nyina ehu ne say we in this fourth republican dispensation this attempt wampanyin na ado ene MPP for the third attempt say ye be ma enkwala ana say school for no laptops okay ye were about redo the late education minister in 2008
there was something like that.
There was an attempt like
national one.
National attempt.
I see.
And to be materialized it because Antibiana womu free abaimu. In 2012, 2013, so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etu sana mono amane womonso etu sana mono.
And no materialize
John Dramani Mahama. Oh yes, a materialize here. Amamfo nya womu de kubie say you obian so ne nyane de. That is a fact.
And yes, now materialize.
Oh, it materialized. Say unkwala no mu obi teacher for will be the issues ne say won nyoma bi ebe mu eno nti na ye ka say even this initiative no then susuye no mo de aye wo nia abetwemu akodeda no because ebetu umbre bi wo ko market a wonya sa laptops na nanka wo say ba ye de ma enkwala a wo mo ko school no wan mu ene wi ade ko la events market ho systems ben ya put in place a ebebo ama ye hu no saa na montuo no biom ewo saa initiative we aye e wo say ye kai who raise a very important issue efa say Ghana for bebre no hu no say we anamontuo a omampanyina na ado etui anamontuo bi a efa abato ene ehun sensem se na be ya Ghana for beto abama wo what promise our MPP before year when manifesto mo efa sa laptops here page 57 under education appendix 1, 2, 3 almost say improve ICT facilities and curriculum of ICT almost say that is the promise of Muye and what they have done so far curriculum approved and rolled out. Discussions ongoing for distribution of tablets to JHS and SHS students. And that me know can say.
Into manifesto no what kind?
Manifesto 2020 manifesto.
And I said then you give them credit so my idea omo kind.
Omunye no omo kind.
Oh.
Because near omo kind you know say they will give tablet to JHS and SHS students.
So you started from
SHS.
Correct. In America no.
All right.
Omo SHS. To mean say because to say so clearly it is gearing towards the perception of Ghana for we want to say and yet and quality education and na say to reinforce this position also very important to say ye better say me no work say and 1.3 million estimate of nkwala ewo yen SHS no and your munya no munya laptop indeed. Okay. Program na ye launch in Drano at the 450,000 laptops ena obechiche one kasa oti ha ye nyina ya dia tum say o ma benisi obama 1.3 million indeed son of wo population or secondary education SHS no oba JHS no so a wo mo so be 1.4 until you can nyina bo mo be 2.7 million.
Okay.
One kasa some more can 1.3. At variance would promise our manifesto. If we want 1.3 and one more the bear 450,000 pieces and our starting. What daily guide or say the tablets will be distributed in 3 phases from March to September 2024. 450,000 tablets are expected to be distributed during every phase of the distribution.
So multiply 4 by how many phases?
3 phases.
So multiply 450 by 3.
Great. And your multiplication is an issue. The issue the fact to say me who wo mo budget be BM as government expenditure ye be expend for this 2024.
Okay. So in as much as who 2020 manifesto mu no, when who 2020 budget no
baby
we are in 2024, so 2023 budget na ye di ejuma this year no mko ready November no
enim baby enim say wo mo koto sa 1.3 ye ben say
laptop
tablets.
Okay.
Baby enso obia me nua na ti ho no obetimi a kire baby the source of funding wo mo de be yes ade.
Okay.
So when you America no I kire yen say that funding is so reliable nkwala no 1.3 million.
Awa who be say no question say sign the room number cho e wo budget ni the problem is say ni 2024 budget.
It's the budget so me we are say me we are not much.
Ubeyi. Okay. And your cost so ubeyi.
Good. In the buying appropriation ni bibia ya ye no obibie ni wo say obenya 1.3 tablet wa kire
1.3
million tablets or the better and I'm telling everybody say will be on fan but me there no very important to say yes start to be service and question because yeah be that send match no in 2008 in 2012 2013
okay
then any obstacles are yent be the full implementation of Sanyo man
okay
in sheye ben na ban we on encounter some problems na Emma yentumi meet our objective. Ade ayeye sikasem. Sikasem no so contract ne ehun krata ne emra ewo ho. Wine and a betimi amame. Wine company ben kra na e tablet we don't we have the right to know? Saying and a cost a tablet ba could be a cost.
Okay.
So ya America no na ye hunu nsisaya eden ewo ho a ye be hunu say ade aye kura no bibi a friend value for money and MPP for dey bia wo more can value for money no na ye hunu say indeed there is value for money na anasika na ye dey ekwohye mu no ehun be free emfaso e be free mu aba na ye assign so be say company na wo mo ye sa laptop ya na say ye dey ama wo tablet ya ye dey ama wo say wo mo ye no ye yi wo mo sign competitive bidding so sourcing. Okay. So sourcing na MPP for eka say eka hunsem ukrom ha but sa under John Dramani Mahama o mai but sa under John Dramani Mahama no ene ejume bie ni hwa aban we eya enye so sourcing.
Thank you.
Say e was say yesterday ebisa hu promises but unim before I end mama nka be binchero
okay
and some waka with regards especially to the STEM schools any promises are why no me who say a very big scam. A scam because back again to the same manifesto.
Okay.
Or share one more promises are one more in the manifesto. And this one is the promises that is the beyond 2020. What manifesto is no more beyond 2020 the major promises are one more for this current regime. One of them to complete provision for free Wi-Fi at all secondary schools. Many are here. Or no one or say or moon to me almost science okay say through the Zongo Development Fund in collaboration with Get Fund build 16 model senior high schools in Zongo communities. Bako kure ni hwa yesi ama Zongo for me no eka say anka betimi etina so expand infrastructure to increase access to professional legal education. Yeah what yen wi anomo amu ye a law de bia ye kwaba ye say amanfo afeli ni ye keka ho a sign infrastructure ndi into we mu nyina promises a wo ma ye deda and this is binding promise. Omode wo musa shaase wo mu ntimi fulfill na avede abato emre aso nti yakofa popro e de be ka ho adada Ghana for say no mo ye in 2020 na ye to abama that is what they intend to
wow because okan budget na sem na person reference to quick one here hopefully answer na yakoye next topic.
Okay, because
me dey na come my opportunity.
So the American is
oh that be say new dia mama can come comment.
Oh that be
person react to
the American said sir your friend says we no ohwe eye free senior high school budgeter Ministry of Education free senior high school budgeter your provision of infrastructure your provision of teaching and learning materials in the account it's part of it. So and you say we are singling out to say this amount we no for this laptops in the account so it's in the budget
Okay.
Eti enye ade a eye foforo ka senior high schools so say ka say be senior high schools mako.
It's in the budget and Kauma approve because and what we are I insist there's nothing in the
so
budget.
then how did you get it?
Okay.
How do and yes ka edema KA technology
was say from one and be kafili gadochi
was say and for the company near friend KA technologies.
Okay.
Omo and the laptops first laptops in the buy. Omo Ghana ha.
Okay.
They are just in Ghana. They incorporated in Ghana.
Imagine by RLG. So in terms say it's the case of RLG.
Exactly. Because KA technology, Eddie, sir, your laptops in Oban. You had people in this country who said that they were substandard because of the RLG experience. For the last 2 years, so you who said they have track record on BTMI.
Okay, that's very important. About procurement process.
Procurement process.
I say competitive bidding and so
procurement process. You know, it was done with the laptops. It was the teacher unions and a cover mobile.
All right.
Yes, teacher unions and a cover as our company in the buyer. You know, more echo so it was so source, but it was in collaboration with all the teacher unions. And this is a fact.
And we are different with the teachers in the laptop on the na so sourcing.
Yes, the entire
union for the mobile. The KA technology for no so much.
The so source and they say who customize it because we say so source and we share emrana and we say a tanky. And I say agent in the keka ho. We know all customize say me per se. So you need someone who the bemana obetimi aye. So that was how
a bear two companies now all the specification manner.
Yes. This one almost find nipa bako which has nothing to do with
you.
Our secondary school you say this is because we are working from
time for to media is we cry media Facebook live mo comment kakra na making can reach and K Luto say I sit here and I ask myself, what is really happening to Ghana? Leaders make promise, get into power and fail to fulfill their promises. They leave power and don't account for anything. It's high time leaders started to account. You just can't leave power without accountability. You fail to account, we jail you or sell your properties. And Onyamea Kwa Gabriel say, yeah, good morning. As we were watching your program, the light just went off. Now I'm watching you on my phone. Kenneth Ousuya, this guy is lying about his tools. Not all okay, he's lying. Not all teachers at the SHS have their laptops. He said, but almost Tino can't pocket no. Stanley, you're being franks. Now NPP is also using Takashi people. Hey Ghana, Beye Depa. Those days it was NDC who was using Takashi people. But do you know, good morning, sister. I tell NPP man, Mahama has already given SHS teachers laptops. Please tell him. What's it? And full circle, Mamia, good morning. I'm saying this because of what doctor said earlier. The FDA in their regulations, they print the label for the herbal people to label their products with batch numbers. No, FDA doesn't print that one. This one, when you say my internship with FDA, internship says you AM sweet and Cynthia. Omoma batch number now our printing. Now the batch number now bones in FDA and printing labels nema. Withdraw for why Bedouin is good morning sister 2024 mama will be elected as president. Okay, Sechi Maxwell O2 E-block is still there, but now they say STEM schools, so we can't continue with one development project. Akwasi Owusu edio me madam, you are not asking reasonable questions. I won brabet na na busa here ko wo mo no moni abre bra akwasi Owusu awo JB Rati Rabia, please tell doctor that the table should not be given to the teachers, the tablet you mean should not be given to the teachers to share, because most teachers will sell it, so they themselves should share it for the students, please. Okay, Charles Golden says, I'm watching you in France, Paris. No Ghanaian vote for Baumia never to come back. No Ghanaian should vote for Baumia to come back. David, I skip that. Nah, Mad Lion I'm really disappointed in those criticizing the government and the education ministry on one student policy at SHS. Indeed, technology is such an important part of being able to learn, make money, and thrive in the global world of today. Okay, see the Mad Lion, dear no. I didn't network, still in to Tomu papa. To the crab the same. Lexus Lamar Josh, we don't need any social activity or social activity, neither politician on the show. These people are who did them? Hey, show you there. Honestly, those Eric Kebwachi, yeah, indeed, the NDC is really empty. You could see they don't have anything to offer Ghanaians. NPP's problem is communication. All right, I hope say Mumudo Dona Mitumi Akinkai Amamo. Kojo Bochio Sechi. Good morning, Auntie. Please don't stress yourself so much on the laptop issue. It is breaking the age strategy. Thank you. Onosone die nononti. Enamakenka. Of our family, there is no doom so in Ghana. Energy Minister affirms. Me assure say one who saw video.
No, so obi send text. My name is Energy Minister Utie.
Ale.
Also, we share program.
Okay. Now can you doom? Ni TV call. Okay.
You see. If you are looking out for the two finalists, in my opinion, in the male, I will remember more pair running betina. Ijina Dr. Yaduchum ne ura na poso. Until ura na po me, I will advise him say, when you're very, very, I mean, use the word careful, but circumspect. Ebe can you say?
Oman and now.
Because journalists be bowing chain. They will ask you questions and they will push further. Until the answer will say, "Ube calm," knowing the situation and the kind of competition that is going on now. Now, what answer and said at least, show ye no. A better yakuma so kakra. Me tie the interview na omoye na answer questions na journalist no. Ebisano. I was say the benefit of that. From the beginning.
How did you say that? Prince. Then I'm like, your opinion. Then we go to the last topic. Oh boy, now last one Saturday, dear.
NPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than your mom.
But we are still experiencing doom.
If you are comparing 4 years, NPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than your mom.
But we are still experiencing doom, so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying, it's far much better than your mama ever did.
So you admit there is doom so in the country?
You do admit that there's doom so.
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it. They should bring the timetable. If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. So what do you mean? The ECG says that there is no timetable coming. Why do you want to bring a timetable? What purpose? Why would somebody get up and wish evil or bad for the country?
No, it's not about how bad it is. Ghanaians are
actually so. When it is not planned, when it's not planned, you can't tell the person.
So it's
were you in Ghana under your mom? Did you live in this country under your mom? Did you live in this country under your mom? I'm asking you.
Okay, so our for your benefits.
Yes.
Into when you're on. Okay, so now that's what we are discussing. Fire, let's go.
This is my photo. I can honorable minister of energy.
Yeah.
And say, Anka, on man in Naho. Now, say, be a journalist and a media house, ne bisa sa question, we be on no more problem because
on your mobile. And your one media house, so much programs in that doors into beside no be to be said be free in change. So sometimes programs like that, you know, and some job when you be to do a cheer issue or horses here.
Yes, might be a particular one, maybe sir question answer Nipano and answer media house, no. The way politics net here, we are skewed to a particular media house in terms of your discourse, no madam. Because question answers no my nina to phone nina. Now a
he was just being blunt. Or can't some said yet.
Blunt in what way? No, under John Mahama and the NDC, people ask the same question.
Okay.
And people were blunt in telling us this were the situation. But
are you sure people were blunt in telling us? And then I come don't go to Koka and say, am I his spokesperson?
Oh, as for Konkodian, they say, latter days cry, and we because
so who can say those times, no more can of creno, and I make us say,
men can't say no more can of creno.
Blunt. Can't say the church.
Blunt is saying him say doom son never. Obia him say be at me 2 members 1 week obia enyahe. Right now, this gives me the impression of how people perceive him. Also, my cow had me say when ya slot for the running mate now, it may be this perception. Emma made the Ura Kwabna Japan a example. Misandi His Excellency and another Danko Kufado a example.
Okay.
At this period, no, who be bisawa sema anka ye be uko change Mahama Bema. It is past and gone. You have even alleged the number solve
a moment of accountability. And I had be na compare baby. Inti nyafom so ne say.
The journalists will be sanos Momo die mu ne Mahama die mu die na na ye. One bisa sa specific question here bisa no and I will answer.
You chose to answer. What bisa the question no year no and all chero say if you baby ni abedru ha baby ani efiri no say na na enti.
And na me patch say bia owo mu sisi ya ne bia ye nyina ye wo mu
ya owo mu he no okon ya say campaign team launch ase.
Enya no na make
na de ya.
Te bia owo mu sisi ye no.
Te bia ba yi.
So we are all expectant of something.
Something what fire you nim come
vice presidential slot.
Na fe who dey wada
my boss would identify me surprise you. Vice presidential slot, you are a key in this whole thing. So see how this is key whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Oni owura ya odutu memma no, these are the two.
Okay.
Ubia tipo say you bet to maybe one of these people.
Okay.
Now into BBC akwanyesi be beto be humble, answer the questions, and can Crawford may praise you for even speaking, but you go and draw past issues a moment back mobile solving. Would no draw for example? We see he said he has never used the word dumso before. Hey, in Mohammed's time, Mr. Napobe to me catch say the word dumso one bobby.
He's making reference to the time when he saw no news to say because no you can doom CC. Thank you. 5 minutes. Let's go. So we are speaking to this timetable.
What I was. Napo, and I've always admired him, but what disappointed me big time. When we didn't America's are, it's either say from his demeanor, any senator Kasayan, it's either say we are what say vice presidential slot to young farmer, the amount will be full. So the wolf ama or yenny or pay. Say Ebeko go there and then go over and I
yeah, no question in all of that. Question in his capacity as Minister of Energy.
Correct. Minister of Energy in America, no sir, because the Minister of Energy.
Well, you need to show before now they are better studio.
Yes. Indeed.
Some of them may
but announce say as the dear why ama sa vice presidential slot no ye yine primukura because there's no way Meka say MPP can go ahead any bamia and give him the vice presidential slot with this action he has not apologized. That is the worst thing. and can be payment and do everything.
But you apologize for the
they in Ghana for Esum Emma. One must say senior Kasa and one Kasa ye. And I'm what
Ghana for
PURC a regulator in the energy sector. And I'm what now PURC for say ECG for Emma Womu. Your president timetable for doom sonwa air sonwa. Oh, catch a PURC for say on the omu timetable family. That is the meaning of what he said. Obviously, PURC for omu demanding timetable. Omu koyo omu timetable. That is what he said. Minister of State here they say can etuano. Regulator no beside ya wo catch Ghana for any regulator in United States or no koyo any timetable for you don't think they deserve an apology?
Very well say he may be aware of PURC then, but this response no and yet PURC na no dey ma more to say fire can period me a campaign period into only say ni nua bi mu wo the opposite side e bi o ma sha say na doom son because jina po aka
even makes it worse.
Ya pe ku so mu ma se be ni na ka
and
doom son be ya critical
so I was saying the case amano because in the sense that because we are in crisis. As the minister in charge of the sector,
minister in charge,
the ECG, we are in crisis. The ECG, so we are in crisis. Almost the same transformers are overload.
Is that crisis? Did they use the word crisis?
No, in this is obi catch us say you be do you say wo kania. Esan say wo transformer afi na me ko to bia be sesa. Time na you be do anytime now what in what situation are you?
Pacho minimum
and the normal prepaid
beme na botre minister in charge say problem no na in fact nkofo kra no mo susu bone am wo man no it is a wo free minister ejika say ye wo crisis mu afa mi mu ni a opese wo
say question we dey
minister no minister no any aban no the whole aban no awon no otimu kra as a minister no etimi ko Cape Coast ko ka kire wo mo so wo promise wo mo da say wo mo be ma wo airport and I say haba and you know so if that minister was about we air kasa why do you take him to your when you know the problem me no your program is here I'm for na say no message say you do more ija omo light I'm PURC for e wonu say Ghana for you do more light until they want solution to the problem e me no can say and a deadline for the timetable no omo can
every second April order 1 omo 3 orders order 1 is omo emphasize kwambe fast omo dey cash waterfall mechanism no be ye adwuma any single bank account ni we nim rano that was enra 25th and then order 2 so order 3 no I said they should give us the timetable latest by the 2nd of April. So no deadline here any week
and the week and a bad deadline
2nd April yeah
into one view said there is no problem and a PURC for Emma directive way are we saying there is no problem PURC for sorry can no directive way. Now your catcher is there is no crisis. There is crisis. Everybody is going through the crisis. Ama ye ball Ghana ye ball the whole world ye do light you know. Who catch him say there is no crisis? What else do you want to see to know that there is crisis? Iti media in America say given the situation where you way if say catch him say oh now say no him say if PURC format directive one I know they are saying case in because he doesn't even deserve to continue to be in office because in some way Safata say anka will say by now no under the NDC no be kasa president kasa minister kasa ho pagana pocho your promises and to me meet here minister to me resign say me your promise about this time me am me to Ghana for hu ni nyina wo be ye comparison one na wo de hu compare Sergeant Domani Mahama by no how by what standards by which formula and na wo de hu be compare John Domani Mahama me no kasa anya hwekurano wo mo ka kire said the problem with the
Alaji sorry you are right I am wrong is hereby ordered under section 3 in respect of revenue. Okay, that's in respect of revenue allocation. Order 2 ECG is hereby ordered under section 24(3) to submit the following to the commission: respect of the provision of regulatory audit, in respect of operational matters, in respect of that okay, in respect of that okay. So under order 2, order 2(3), time frame for compliance. ECG shall comply with order 1 above by March 25. ECG shall comply with order 2(D) order 23E and order 23F by close of day March 27, 2024, then ECG shall comply with all the other orders by close of April. Okay, then I am right. So by close of April 22. So order 1 na ese omudisi no enrade no omfa omo revenue allocation no emra tariff allocation na order 2 no omo emfa niam edidi so regulatory audit data omfa omo audited report emra any omo operational matters and the operational matters ni mo no ena omo busa for reports of power outages for the period. Okay, omonche say between January up till now no said your modundum enkania no afa. Okay, then time frame for order until the MOM latest by 2nd April.
It may come in comparison now may cut me say when John Dramani Mahama ever to say electricity coverage in this country was little over 60%.
That's a lie.
Always
That's a lie.
80%, second only to South Africa.
That's
on
a
the
lie.
continent.
That's a lie. It was not 60.
So when you make said the problem with the electricity now, John Dramani Mahama time now ye doom sono sikasem. So John Dramani Mahama answer amfiti prekope am policy or kase
thank you, Alaji Mama, more time. Mama, more than 5 minutes.
You take my time.
You spoke for 10 minutes.
You understand, Mama, the Esla by price water.
Alaji,
incompetence of MPs in Wingwan and you were excess power capacity. You can't say you will do so. What kind of comparison?
Fracture me say, me sa komechi just 1 minute now.
Met you few 5 minutes.
Yes, free.
Okay.
So anything about Zongo, I'm passionate about it.
Okay.
Well, say your promises say there 16 senior high schools in Zongo communities across the country. That's true. Well, see Antoine Mo yentime si ba akokra. Itu anamu.
Okay.
O hwe Ashanti Mamu de na e call Efjase. Ah, o call Kurubi a friend Seneja. Ohene no amaye 100 acres of land. Ah, ye started clearing and everything. COVID by me yentime ento aso. We to anamu assassin da so ho. I beat me secondary school no ho. And enya Ashanti region kwa I'm speaking to Ashanti because I hold them free. Okay. Almost all the regions now I can say be no.
Questions I have on that.
NDC told us in 2012 Mahama can so be vocational schools in Zongos. One to Anamokra.
Okay,
power. Not even Anamo. Yes.
Power.
Not even Anamokra. On power.
Yes.
What's it? Napo apologize. The question I mean is that time former President Mahama, when he was even president of Ghana, Ekatre say if you want stable light, pay realistic tariffs. No, did he apologize?
Okay.
Or apologize? Say, time na yetia tariffs. That time na increment average was about 80% every year.
Okay.
For electricity, na ye da dum somo, but we were having increment over 80% for the entire period of our president.
Okay.
So that time did he apologize for that? Or catch Ghana for say your mobile phones maku 35 million.
Okay.
It is our mobile phones in the year charging Tinama Kani, and did he apologize for that?
Okay. Wow.
I am not rationalizing. I'm not rationalizing. And I make us say I'm not but
you are rationalizing. When someone will ask you that question, and a Ghana for can't
yeah, manage electricity 300 times than Mahama. We are right because we've kept the light on for 7 years.
Say,
yeah, keep the light on for 7 years.
Okay.
Mahama, when he became president from 2012 to 2016, were in darkness for 4 years.
Okay.
So you can't say you keep the light and we've kept the light again.
The Papa Mahama.
Yes.
Because
or somebody or no we have to unmask him
and not solving the problem for Ghanaians.
But I'm coming.
Hold on. Kufo by 2000.
Exactly.
In fact, before NDC became NDC, it was a PNDC.
Yes.
Revolution Party.
Yes.
Oba two issues, no challenges, so much so that
yes.
as what the Ghana ko pick.
Exactly.
Ghana for amokaye no, mu choromra, se ye bisa. Se obeti se Papa Kufo ana se MPP kasa ena Rollins aban ena Rollins aban ena Rollins aban hold on
we are on election year
no but you were not hearing that Mahama ba ye no said ye na etie bia ena Kufuor say we were not hearing that but now everything in Mahama after 80 years how long will you be still robbing Mahama in Ghanaian faces when they say hey Mahama what you are doing we are not comfortable go let somebody who can do it better come.
Okay, so Rollins was not contesting for any election, so no one will call on Rollins again. Mills, we first say Kufuor was not contesting for any elections. So Mahama is being rebranded to come back.
It's not what you have promised to do. We will have to do our campaign to win power.
We will have to remind people that the person who says he wants to take over, this is a record.
But in that's very important. Hold on. In the bid of you doing that, yes, you are rather campaigning and even hyping Mahama and not telling Ghanaians that we have heard your problem and we are solving the problem.
I told you that the challenges we came to face, we kept the light on.
Okay.
Yes, so Kaniano for 7 years.
Okay.
I mean, Busumi Nuni and I do so starting.
All right.
Just Busumi Nuni because for 7 years now I tell them. Just Busumi Nuni and I because you see, even the Doomsona Yekan, I was in Volta OT just last week. There was no Doomsa there. And you're worse in Kumasi and Accra.
Okay.
Which I believe because maybe Kumasi every weekend. Everyone feel Kumasi by.
Okay.
It is worse in Kumasi. You don't kania even 1 minute crying yahunka. And yahunka pra because at least nipano epese or ye. But say napoka say ya so ya your friend saying ya managing light no 300 times than Mahama wakano kre esan say at least ya so kania Mahama ba yana as president 4 years ni ya na da dumsom. And at a point in time they intimi to yes come wapko. Now my gas until we don't get light in this country. In this country.
When
Mahama was president,
would you say that was the best response the minister could have given?
Say Ubisami maybe Anama that's response. No?
All right.
I wouldn't have given that response.
Okay.
But no the place or Kokasai. No? This is a campaign platform.
Okay.
Yeah, campaign and Ubisano. So I had wished one canasa. That is my wish. But first one, no, I stand by the Okan first one. No. Second, okay, say you are managing more 300 times than Mahama, which is the truth. Yes, because at least for 7 years, so again, say Abia okay say on fan timetable running a keka hona. I think it's harsh on the person I will be a question because the person will be a question on behalf of Ghanaians. This is a journalist talking in the keka, but will be catch me say running meeting T Abia na what to say and fan in the keka in MPP. It has always happened. Say, Omo take a comfortable lead, the crowd do not even get it.
Okay.
In 2007, Haji Alima Mahama, Lepura Mbendi Jawula, and Abka Sadiq Boniface, their name were Ebai. Baumia Bai. So, Dr. Baumia, don't be surprised if Dr. Baumia is to take one out of say ni pana eboom with the Abiana Bakukra Din Ambam.
I see.
So I don't think the energy crisis.
Comment and Crawford Bano.
Yes.
People are already peeved
Yes.
Ransford say, yeah, you are not serious right now. Are you serious right now? Nah, Swaba. The host is not being fair. Is she not in Ghana? Elvis Addison. Then Stanley Abba. Stanley Eric Yeboah Donko. Mamia, are you not experiencing the doom or you are no longer staying in Ghana? We cry your haka cram.
I am experiencing
so
it.
Do you feel the heat in people's
I feel it. I feel
well
it.
As in their homes.
And I make us say, anything I make us say, the response set on funny timetable run keka hono. It's not really the right response to be given.
Okay.
So but if it is not right, won't he apologize?
Nasiru.
And you say you will not apologize.
And I'm telling you that Mahama has said worse things as even president, not a minister. Mahama said worse things as president. This is what he told the so ye pekaniano. Okay, say ye so your phones in Ghanaiano ye kaniano. This is what Mahama told us in this country. What's in your phones, baby?
You give it.
But which time again?
1 minute.
Why not? I'll give it to you.
I know you're very, very important.
Okay.
Kaniano, even when we're coming, you can say the doomsday crisis in this country has nothing to do with generation at that time.
Okay.
Because time Kufuor kono, we have 2,800 megawatts of installed capacity.
Okay.
That time not a peak demand by 2,000 megawatts.
So what is our current problem?
Our current problem, almost say, yewo omo over 100 transformers are overloaded because of expansion.
Omo over 600.
Exactly.
630.
Exactly. So are overloaded because obi sini dan na onso atwe akọ. Obi sini dan na otwe akọ.
Na pacho omo ni nhihye ya omo di hu say aha transformer we waye adwuma wadu ne capacity abro so ana ha say omo ni bia sa
yeah me did say ECG we or say your friend saying your bomb chem so pa e ka trom so omo anya there because say we expansion no be ba na obeya because obi agit permit we do building permit kraba ansa na yama o your friend saying a meter so say we nyina no utimie ni nyina awie ama nipa na beji meter na o ka say overloaded and your response papa
thank you also time on our song
at least
no bad
we have kept the light we've kept the light for 7 years Mahama
okay so let's do this 1 minute I like 1 minute no na fire rebata no 10-6 mebem yes
West African gas
he did
pipeline yes pipeline yes which was commissioned by before
John Mahama Ebreso and I say
and
then you don't hear of WAPCO because John Mahama investment a Twabo gas project or a Ghana gas on the mills a Ghana gas I'm a gas nanka ebe free West Africa Nigeria abano and then will be idea ebe ya say ebe you for
why
investment at John Mahama yenwa what ha person would compare no and then Ghana for obi every player in the industry energy industry and if say a sikasem kese and at a kakese and a buy ayehwan ama and wo mutumi ntua na yedundum ye like yet wo ma ha and asogli power plant catcher is ombedum wo plant no because abai ntua wo beyond that and ECG for entumi entua grid kofo ntumi ntua VRE for ntumi ntua independent power producers or mo produce powers no e de mayen that is the only problem unya sika sisi ana o de ma o ye eja no be gira so sika no so ebi ni ho wo de ba wo den na mo de aye mo free sika more than 100
free sika bobusia
more than 600 billion and then meno ye ka say sika mo ko bobusia no ye hu ade a mo de be mo kwa botire akoji sika aban tese amanfo atete ye sika ni nyina ya ka bomu ma light keke mo betua ye ma electricity mo ntube mfa ma ya mo say mo de mo be compare to the man
they don't skip
okay
very strange you see sometimes almost me nya dantem but me funniest I difficult to say obeti no ma biase
okay
say mama light ejina so 7 years
yes
okay we work about don't call predict say there will be light off around this period some time back about 2-3 years ago
I see
okay now we want buy no more say there was excess energy capacity. But you are the same people who are claiming say you are the people who solved Dumso. Look, Omwanka say top official, a businessman or MPP.
You have brought something. Now excess energy capacity. And now they said there's transformers are here overloaded consumption.
So it has nothing to do with
the transformers in Esusha.
No, it has nothing to do with generation.
You see, and
I think no more installing new the generators. Transformers.
Almost starting a okotia time. Baby me time
if I may ask. Will one student, one laptop change the economic hardship on Ghanaians? Will it reduce the dollar? Now, or the BBA or say my money ding, and or say I am angry with the way my people are managing the economy. What you know, maybe, but my person mechanism. He's not being myopic. Nkofo are feeling this pinch about this light off. Okay. Let us accept it. Now see, beside time to nasa uka. Inti na mese me continue myself no because be I will must see the competition no. Me person make can be na say we go be home. But I want to believe say asem no kan no entwa yi nti sanko betumi apacho dia ankeye. But so want to be patch wa from now on on share said you be see a crocran said the be for the perception that we have will not escalate.
Okay, our Jiwina Fatua, so what in could you say bring the timetable period? Simon Sally Blay, Madam, good morning. Tell the MPP man that the doomsday is not only in Accra and Kumasi, we in Nsroma are also experiencing it. Let's go.
The American say a trouble gas and no cresse and no provide gas in Tianton free WAPCO. A trouble gas MI 120 million standard cubic feet, which cannot even power your friends say car power and your friends say Asogili Sonon Asogili phase 2. So we still buy from Nigeria. You top gas free in Nigeria because a trouble gas cannot give us the entire year. The American chat to say, me say, under Mahama ye nyaria refi under Mahama 4 years now be president of Ghana no. Yeda kania dumsom no so na yetua high for electricity ye keep light na Akufo-Addo keep light no on for 7 years enti yenyare refie 2 months ni e na problem we aba problem no so enye generation enye se bia yenya kania no ECG for say omo transformers na omo no aye overloaded nkrofo atwetwe kania ma na ye overloaded enti ama omo sesa no enti omo sesa no
and Mahama situation problem ya magana for no omo fa nko mo de and then the second one is Ghana for nyina etiase Ghana ni na ye dum ne kania no ono opede I did dum so na ba ye den or that's whether generational whether transformers overload or then na solution aba
na solution because a solution you try problem na ya solution ni say omo say omo install sa transformers ni nyina into mu wi a ye nkodum so mu
excuse na no
that I do not have the full facts
how are they doing that installation
omo say omo guso omo ye no anajo ni some periods a omo
anajo be awa unam krom anajo 12 am one mu say ECG for gina bro no so set transformer
oh but say who baby a transformer no because me
I don't see a man
and no because for Accra there who refi say ya pokwase there who refi say pokwase ne kasoa we have done expansion exactly I don't know mo ma your friend say transformers no that's how they do I don't know mo distribute transformers
oh alaji wadaruma
I don't know mo transfer edit former your friend say transformers
enti bo akono no mo ye adwuma no anasa transformers
omo see omo ye transformers na adwuma
enti transformer na sisi he
the area is so pointam na area na overloaded how will you know
but they have said
over 600 transformers Accra nkwano ebebu 300
it's okay
so almost over 600
question I will be say awa no okay and mama kai say ampa awa about program so that the kai say me can say okay iPhones na dey am friend say boss no am with your girlfriends
yes
I will can say nobody am more girlfriends and I
didn't say phone I put me your friend say youth employment and autonomy as a PRO for the agency. That's what I told you.
And the kind. Me to make sure me say that. And sister, your question say, "What say about your more girlfriends
and so let's just do this 3 minutes. Oh, question Ben. To say who is question and why answer?
Feel me the phone charge charge phone a current. Does he go?
It's Mahama can say use phone into the amount your first you know
what charge your phone.
I can't answer that question. I ask the questions you answer. Okay, so Alaji we yan sha say so quick one 3 minutes now. Get fan wrap it up. Finance Minister designate and on say obe support GRE for revenue target ya set amom no matumi adu ho said e be ya omo betumi anya revenue naba na we share customs division adwumayefo abeye ho because of their last week Ebra vice president call where abuso kan we share omo no oni omo kan ye no enra ye kan no so you can just oppose it but the work can is obebo omo adu omo target ehun. What do you make of it?
Obebo I'm saying because one of the
they will support them. So GRE no on share finance ministry as
correct. DRE so o share finance minister na me so obeboa o say wan kire yen say no obeboa wo because senior obeboa no sanso na yewura baomia Emma directive as the head of the economic management team any hyehyɛ a wo mo be to ebe magana enye sika wo mo ko implement it san hyehyɛ no so a baomia say o mo haraze wo mo a anase traders a wo mo market traders wo mo market the major harassment out there wo mo ewo the fact is say cedi to dollar cedi to safer in particular wo ye mfato ho a wo dwene ho kra entiase say enne baumia wonim say ndo na ye 10 years okogina Central University katre Ghana fo nyina say your friend say when the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate would expose you dollar or say stabilizing the dollar lecture no koye ndo na ye 10 years na wo correct ndo na ye 10 years na mo sabre no na or stabilizing dollar or ye lectures akese no na $1 3.8 cedis enne me no wo ka say anhwe ni here by Friday dollar be do 14 cedis per 14 cedis to $1 whatever it is because you start speculation
that is what drives the dollar.
Is it only speculations?
It's one of the reasons.
The speculations or yes speculations or ya will be our catcher. Na me say ya will be our catcher and say onim send o $2 ni mu kra de key ni ma IGP. Ne edwadifo enim said the major problem I harass wom dollar no. Enti say
dollar no the revenue ne be ba won.
Na revenue no be den aba say o nipa no akoto ade obeton wi a wontimi nkosfa nyoma no mba biom embeton wa den na wo nya revenue enye ni ade na oto no na wo fa ho de ejeje wo so revenue target no higher ba omi na kan enye wan betwe ansan say enye no kan na say fumso enti papa no okọ ho no enso wo hwe so no target no so ma wom that is how he is helping them achieve the objective wan hwe so ante so amba wom a then ono so kasa keke na okọ kasa just to do the PR Emma Baumia say one kasa yi ama omu nyina omu buefu is a fact say Ghana Revenue Authority for no ebufu ye wo mo choro krata wo mo publish statement I say Baumia no ama His Excellency Baumia ama omu djuma no ayedin ana say wo appreciate adie kra wo mo ye raise revenue ama o man no nti ne kasa ne kasa bia ebebo omu djuma no nti on twinsan ye obi ikoye ne PR me de send obeye edi abo omo no nso me ne ka say on country pure PR no ya mabawia
yeah sure so mo ya share omo she na se o
of course so mo asfe no nso ono nso ase EMT
so kwa probo
na me say ono nso ase EMT ase na mo EMT no so bawia na da no
all right
ndi ni nyina na wo mo ka bo mo a wo mo be but the major problem Ghana for the umusu and say speculation and yes speculation say na ultimate $2 etum de key no ma IGP no dwadefo say $2 no na tum because that is the promise ninti ananado e de oba say oba vice president to ensure say the economy will stabilize and the economy atetia pansam wo say ya kasanso a na wo the blame no e koto obi ya de ato John Mahama so sa blame no and ye ne womo government institutions no womo bo aban to achieve the objective for which government has set for itself womo na any blame ni ma.
Thank you. Well, let's go 3 minutes.
I think sir the dollar no at least are relative stable stable kakra esan say o hwe
sa obo for relative stable ne twemu kakra
ejina fa kon kakra the dollar no
our last month na aden na we dey call just last December na dollar ni jina say
yen for baby a free ba we're able to manage it to the extent that in February March 2022 it was around 5.6.
Oh
yes,
$1 was 5 cedis
exactly
in 2022.
yes in 2022 February
Prince cross checking my
yenya problem after 2023 after your friend said 2022 May June July because of Russia Ukraine it yakoya kodru 17 you remember
drew 17 you drew 15 that was 2 years ago exactly. October so 14 15
exactly so we got to 15 you kodru 15 no etibai ebe 12 ejina 12 no from February 2023 up to ene it has only depreciated by like 13%.
I don't know, yeah, say ade mo kan mo the percentage na adwuma de okọ sesa no no woni percentage ana.
Me say 12, 13 no about 12 no ejina ya for the last month and that's the last 2 months ena your friend say a move called 13. That is what I mean. Into because say relative stability and know you're very important because I am into pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceutical products in the atiso. Ejina fa kunso. So it's very important. I was saying United say because the most important thing is say enye say bia ye be man na tia sign. The here businessman ne say ene okuta dollar na 13 cedis a. Oko na okoto no man eba eye saying. That is what is important to your friends saying the businessman. Eti ejina fa ko a eno bua no e ma ne ye forecasting ni bibia on GRE de no. Yes, okay, say one of the measures are ye de two dwa say ye beye a betimi aboa ama ya expanding no motimi meet or target say you can say ye be explore the ninth market. You remember it's in the budget. Say ye be share ninth market no ko usua syncrophone na ho omuton no ma ho ko La Paz enkofo eton no ma ho say minister no ma policy directive to these agencies. No can say me be boamu ama motimi meet the revenue target. I think it's in order. He has to, because that's his responsibility. As to the fine details of the obeyano, it still remain with the minister and how he will be able to liaise with them. But there are policy directives.
Demoralized. Then no question crying na.
The Obaye said was that here oko apra because
the demoralized based on asema flag bearer eko kan na omunso bo actually issue statement. Friday no senior staff
flag bearer ekwa kan na sem ekire se me ba anyway na meye.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with your friends saying there omo because ono feel say ye koye nimu a
but they issue the statement
and
senior staff of GRE issue statement.
Yes, it was the statement
no and ye or now
when Dr. Baumia came
seats of discourse
Baumia echo UPSA.
Okay,
was it or the bold policies and ever say na etiawa. The most important is only vision is say me ba na yeto abama me these are the measures me implement a bit me aboa. That is what is important.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with ABR the omo eye na keka. What
you.
He wants is that me kwa way na me.
Wow. Wow, thank you. I'm looking for exchange rates, but what I have here is 2022. No, me who 10 point something.
Because it's starting move echo America in 2022.
I just googled it. February March. It gave me 10 point something.
February March was when Russia Ukraine struck.
That's okay. Thank you. I'll fire. Let's go.
Madam,
I
thought I was not seeing you.
No. Because it's starting move echo within that time. Because February month and started to America. That was what I said.
Because I see 10.79.
Top media guy, we will say, come here, yapa. Come here,
Yes, so far.
Asama, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the flag bearer of the MPP, or the Kotuja.
Okay.
Efa GRE, or Kwame Mofasu JJ. And to Boahu, and I said to him, I can't say, Emrason say, dear Yasuma Quabranema Cotra, or Bishop, no, Nanka, and ya dear say, Nimbum, no, Yabesam.
Now, Oboa, say, Jedi Fono carry who concern.
Exactly the same case and the same feeling I have. Says I'm with 2024. Now, Obe Casa was Mobia Manacotrumbia catch say, Caution normal, dear all ye. And Enra. Made the example on your sister station, NIT FM. Say, sir, action now, GRE, implement here, and I say, sir, system no implement here. I can assure you, sir, by now, a bit more CC because it is the same situation they didn't for a call Galam stop. How many Galam stop yanti woman? At the end of the day, the river bodies are still dirty. Why? Because the Galam say is going on. Because omo call ya. Omuye omakuma musa omoye adwuma God omusizi ye ska omusizi ye what has been the accountability into omo so omo de omo ho gimu and up to date ye ho de ye ho in this microphone or small moho sell one quarter bishop no a time will come they will be compromised by this time most of them all of them have been compromised because omuzika eba me am worship maybe say na wan kasa to bwan ya gigi ade ne ade yema ebi eso so wa betena wa bi odi han we yan say the end dada no by now nkofo sisi be oh is the reality sister ya na wan owura amen anda na sem no be kan ye no say me say ene omam flag bearer modie no ene nam ayo zigzago ne de nam ba bi flag bearer de no so enam ba bi and I see it say there's some kind of undermining of the vice president.
By who?
By the whole, especially the finance ministry, because Obekaya
is the vice rather not undermining their efforts in generating revenue for the state?
The vice is speaking the truth to power regards our system.
To which power? The power he is part of it.
Exactly.
But he has introduced the filing tax returns online.
And it is to
these are things I can say
so it is to tell us, say, my advice is not being taken.
Thank
we have seen this
minutes in answer.
Oh, sister, we are sure.
Oh,
the American person is saying, the American person is saying, because sister, yes, I'm saying, I know one Coco.
There be
the vice president must be respected. It appears to me the structures in place doesn't see him as
respected.
Well, you are saying, but I perceive
because why
some political analyst. Awa Mohammed, NPP communication team member, and Laji Naziru Mohammed, or no, or NDC Zongo Caucus, right? Thank you. Ano pay damo anse. Me bacho me da azelvu gase ewo me oba pantume ya oguso asemi fan roke Ghana manthe. Wonso contact Azel non pam de FSA ya wo de be call kwan bia for every occasion Azel will sort you out. Friend 055 044 66 66. Na say you team so dia Z Nails and Beauty the hair mama imi papa jusu. Friend 055 3837201 of our see opeso kodidi of our metro day food bazaar omo Ghana Telecom University high okwa Accra Central so a wonum ene Methodist book depot no ye upset and on san okokomlemle oben ATTs our university ni mo ha inside wa restaurant wo ene ye jollof Tuesday enti assorted jollof ene assorted fried rice fufu ni aponche krakra fufu ni akoko bankuni mako bankuni nkruma ni nyina day food bazaar oya delivery sense so friend no 0556762 Midindi yakunama nyame adum ochina Adekye Nsroma besia ba yeda mo ase se mo jebre ehwe nyame nhira mo